Mic check real quick. All right. Cool. We are live. Welcome back, everyone, to the GGBL. It has been 22 days. 22 days. 22 long ones. Oof. GGBL has returned. Yes, indeed, Josh. Yes, it has. It's been nuts, man. 22 days. I keep saying that, but it's a big number, man. It's a big number. A lot has been going on. But we're back. We're back. We're ready for some GGBL action tonight. Little disclaimers here. Little disclaimers here for tonight. As you see in the thumbnail, racing flags, the checkered flags, mean that we're close to the finish line, right? We are ready to make the playoff push here tonight. Which means in the month of June, we have the month of July, August, September. So I don't know how long exactly that we are going to stream tonight. I don't even think that we're going to get to do any trades. I think it's going to be a light GGBL trade deadline. Unless we go live tonight, we get through some games here tonight, and you guys are still loving the content, loving the matchups, loving the games, and you guys want to help me come up with some trades. Normally I have the community vote for those things, but I think it might be a good thing to just get to the postseason because it has been 22 days. It's been so long. So that's kind of what my mentality is going forward here. College football 25 has been a big piece of the GG9 channel right now. Of course, doing all those live streams there, trying to finish up some Angels, trying to finish up Lions and all that stuff. So that channel has seen a lot of push to get done with the old stuff and bring in the new stuff at the same time. Bad thing for GGBL is that it kind of got left on the shelf for just a little bit. So I think rather than kind of dragging this along, I think it might be wise just to get to the postseason. Don't do any postseason games tonight, but maybe have a playoff push stream tonight. Find some matchups that are big with the wild card. Find some teams that are vying for a playoff spot, so on and so forth. Bergel's in the house. He says, hello, hello. So, I don't know. We'll see what the trade deadline looks like. We're not going to do the All-Star festivities this time around, so I know that might be a little disappointing, but I hope that you guys understand with where I'm coming from. I think we really got to we want to get through this. Like, we're already in August pretty much in the next couple of days. I was hoping that we'd be in season 6 by this point, to be honest with you. So that's kind of where I'm at with it. Because you think about it, when MLB The Show 25 gets released, this series is going to basically be 2 years old, right? So we kind of got to get moving on a little bit. That's at least where I'm at. So don't know how you guys feel about that. Let me know in the chat, but I'm just going to go ahead and move forward here. So we're going to sim the month of June, and I'll give you guys an update here with the standings. And no, we'd not like to stop simming. We're going to keep on going. Quick update. So we are now here in July 1st. The Cyclones are in first place. The Nuggets, are tied at 48 and 38. 3.5 games back for the Phoenix Firebirds. Coyotes are slipping a little bit. And the Bandits, 16 games back. That is painful. The Jacks, 34 and 51. Cardinals, still remaining to be one of the best teams in the league. Maples, 7 games back, but they look to be a wild card contender, right? We've got the Mallards at 50 and 36. That's not too surprising, but I am kind of glad to see them actually compete. They've got a good team. They got a good enough offense, right? I think that they're good enough to make some noise. The Revolution are 4 games under 500, and the Pizzazz excuse me, 4 games above 500, and so are the Pizzazz, 4 games above 500. The Swamp Monsters are 4 games under, and so are the Hammers. So it's pretty tight. You know, if one team gets hot, one team gets cold, anything can happen again in the AL East. Emeralds are 59 and 27. Wow. So trading away Kenneth Alexander Jr. has not really hurt them. Mighty Beavers at 46 and 41. They must have gotten on a little bit of a hot streak here. We'll take a look and see what their schedule looked like for the month of June. But got some competitive teams in there. Everyone's above 500 except for the Grizzlies. Grizzlies are a disappointment, you know, honestly. But look at the Mighty Beavers here. What did they do? They've got 2, 4, 5, 6 game winning streak, lose 2, win another series. Got three games to 1 against Seattle and a loss. LA, they lost that series. Boston, they won this series. So they're winning series, which I think is a good sign for them to keep up the pressure. The Maroons are in first place there at 8 games above. And the Heat, whoa, I did not see that. The Nashville Heat, what did they do? That's crazy. Weren't they like really struggling? I'm trying to remember like what happened with the Heat. I don't think that they were even in the mix. I'm trying to remember that far back. You know, again, it's been 22 days. The Swing are a little bit better too. They're 39 and 48. They're not the worst team in the world, but the Copperheads are really disappointing. 31 and 54. That's not good. Good Boys continue to dominate, right? 53 and 34. We're in first place. We're 10 games above 500. The Sting continue to get down in last place. They're 1 and 9 in the last 10. I kind of want to get a little bit of an update here with my Good Boys here. 307 for Kingston. Gonzalez is hitting well. Ricky's slipping a little bit there, but he's still productive. And then KAJ has been a huge piece of the lineup here. 325, 21 bombs. So has been Ryan Berner. He's been good too. 294. And then Chris Addison. Look at this. Look at Chris. This is a underrated piece. It's like the X factor of the team, I think. We really needed his bat to come through this season. 349. This is the best that he's ever had. He's like, I think he's in his age 28 prime. I think that's what's going on there. Anyone else? Brady Dunn, 284 with some double-digit home run totals. He might surpass 2024 season, right? But he's been a consistent bat. I like to see that. Samuel Wilson struggling. 125. Boucher's fine. Rusty Perry's got 333 and 144 at-bats. Good numbers there. Solid numbers there from Julian Cavedo. Pitching, James Monroe continues to struggle with the ERA. Piazza as well. Pitching has not been the same since Alexei Shevchuk has left us. Bullpen has not been very productive either. So I don't know. I think we're a paper tiger. I think we might get knocked out in the first round. Cyclones, we talked about them. We talked about that AL West. Any updates that you guys want for your players? That's kind of where I'm at right now. Any updates before we get into the July simulation? Like I said, I don't think we're going to do any trades this time around, but maybe with a really interactive community tonight. I know we've only got 8 people in the house tonight, but if you guys are really adamant, you 8 could really direct the future of the league if we wanted to swing a couple trades here and there. Could I see Liam Snow and Redmayne? Yes. Liam Snow and Redmayne. Redmayne is the shortstop here. He's got 239. 239, 10 bombs, only 22 RBIs, 59 games. I wonder what's going on here with Johnny Redmayne. So against righties, okay, so he's got 50 contact against righties, so he's only playing against the left-handers. So he's doing a little platoon job right there at shortstop. I think with a last place team, I think Jamie Lane can find another home elsewhere. I think we got a last place team. We're gonna make that switch. So let's get Johnny some more at bats right there. Against right-handers, that might be the better spot for him. Maybe a little power in the 7-hole. Not a lot of contact, but maybe some power there. So that's your update for Johnny. Needs a little bit more playing time. Pitching rotation for Snow, and just again these freaking pitching numbers, man. Like you can't, like this guy's got an 8. Dude, there's the game. This game sucks when it comes to getting people's numbers in sim correct. It's terrible. It's terrible. Like those aren't bad hits per 9, walk per 9. I don't know. I don't really know what the answer is. You got Martin Tate there with an 86 walk per 9, and his numbers are fine. 3.9, 1.1. So maybe you have to have like a 99 walks per 9 in order to be effective. Look at Duke Grayson. He's got a 45's walk per 9, but his K per 9 and hit per 9 are pretty good. So it's always about the per 9s. The per 9s are like king. Look at Sheldon Foley, 85, 82 in the bullpen. Caleb Bush, 78, 75, 81. So I think Mr. Snow needs a little bit more of an upgrade there with the walks per 9. Might have a better season, but yeah, man, it's been a thing. It's been a thing with Liam. Leo, where'd I get that from? Leo. Let's see. Rico wants to see the Jets. And again, like the good thing here about this series, like look at kick steals numbers. I'm kind of doing my ADHD thing here. Look at kick steals. 80, 79, 80, 71 for his per 9s, and he produces that, right? Those are pretty good numbers. But he's 6-5. So if you're kind of looking at, and I just created this guy, for this season. So if we're looking at how can I build my pitcher to be better, I think it's got a lot to do with hits per 9 and walks per 9. That's, at least in simulation, that's what matters. The other things in gameplay like break, control, velo, stamina, those things, those 4 things are what matters in gameplay. So let's see the Jet. And Akira. We got to look at Akira. 270. Productive numbers there is an 83. There's the Jet. 260, 18 steals. Kind of that leadoff man, right? That little spark plug player. 330 OBP. He's been decent, but his overall is going down. Contact against righties is going down from a 90 to an 85. So we gotta help out Benny a little bit there. Chinbeer wants to look at Brody Bush, and I cringe. Cheltenham. Ooh. Yeah, it's not you getting a little hesitancy there with Cheltenham. Good numbers. Good progression. Just a little bit from contact against lefties, power against righties. But 15 bombs. I don't think he's going to reach his 30 home run totals this year. He could get hot. But Brody he's been productive. Now we go to Cheltenham. And he's got some cringing. What do we got? Good numbers. Only 19 walks for Joe. I almost called him Jose. Look at, he's 10-2. Remember, again, like all I got to do, guys, is just talk smack about players and then they perform. I remember I was talking smack about Joe. I was like, dude, he needs to get his ERA down to be more respectable. And that win-loss record needs to be better too. He's never been a winning pitcher outside of season 1. And now he is. I don't think there's any way he's going to lose his hold on being a winning pitcher this year. I think 10-2 he's going to stay there. I believe, wasn't there another player here? There you go. So here's your Chaz Worthington, Chinbeard. I know you didn't ask for him, but here he is. .96 whip down a AA. He should get the call up probably next season. So rough season for my boys, says Berger. Yes, I know what to bump up in the offseason. Yes, sure. Yes, sir. I forgot about Caleb. Caleb is back a little further when we looked at Pittsburgh. So if you just tap on I don't know if you're on PC or phone, just tap over a couple seconds and you'll find him. But we talked about Liam Snow. on Pittsburgh, and we got his numbers. So I just want to keep it moving. I'll have a check for my guys in the majors. Adams, Catfish, Paniagua, Caproni, Freddington, Grand. Whew. Okay. Let's see if let's just run this as a test. Can I remember where these guys are? Little regression there for Adams, but I think this is his most productive season that he's had. I think he's going to surpass the RBI totals. Maybe not from 2024. He's got a lot of work to do there. I mean, again, we've got a whole month of July still, so he's about halfway there. Good contact numbers, better OBP. So Adams is doing better. Who else we got? Catfish, Paniagua. Catfish is over here, along with Caproni. And I think Caproni was an outfielder. Is that right? Where is he? Caproni. There he is. Anthony Caproni. He's a 75B. So in AAA, 7 bombs, 24 ribs. OBP is really good at 353. And then a solid batting average. I just don't think that he's going to surpass Knowles or Urker right now. Or even, obviously not Karev. But, yeah. Catfish. 234. He continues not to really be an average hitter. He's just a good defensive player. He can get you some doubles every now and then, right? 40-plus doubles, those are really good numbers. Can chip in a couple home runs, but the stolen bases are kind of his game, right? And while we're here, I guess we'll take a look at Dalton's people. Berger 225. He's got a decrease in his overall. Gotta love MLB The Show. That's why I give you guys channel points so you can stave off the regression. But yeah, Han's been consistent. He's been one of the most consistent players in the league. 27 bombs every single year. He's got some work to do to reach those numbers next year. Or this year, I'm sorry. Braden Leroy's got some progression with the power. Oof. He's gonna get there. 31 bombs for Leroy. 45 is his career high. I think he's gonna hit 50. I think Braden Leroy's gonna hit 50 bombs. Oof. He's a beast. He is a beast. Simeon Karev, 263. He's had better years. I think he's gonna surpass his home run totals from a couple years ago. Good stolen base numbers. Doubles. He had 52 doubles in 2024. It's nuts. All right. I'm scared to ask about Rico. Joe just fails in gameplay. Chad's gonna see my boys. Yep, I love that for Adams. Leroy the GOAT. All right, let's go to Phoenix real quick. We'll knock that out. Again, guys, we're probably gonna be going through this near the end of the year anyway. But I guess it does kind of just paint the picture of how your guys are performing. So Rico Ramos is doing pretty well here. 251. This is his best season that he's ever had. 13 quality starts. So, yeah. Best K per 9, too. And lowest walk per 9. So Rico's having a career season. Gotta love that. Neto Montoya. Anybody else? Lobo, 1653, 274. Drago, 243, 3 for 14. 7 steals. Okay. Who else we got? We need some more for Dalton's people here. I'm trying to think. McDreamy. 387, 118, 6 and 5. 100 innings perfectly. Love that. What about Mikey Porter? 272, 21 bombs. Little regression in contact against lefties. Anyone else? Joey Bing. Dalton's got so many people. It's hard to keep it straight. Look at the power against lefties. Plus 12 for Joey Bing. 15 homers. He's just going to keep on moving up. I think Joey Bing is a player to watch out for sure. I know Josh said he wanted to look at Paniagua. 350-113 in relief role, by the way. So that's definitely got to be mentioned. In a relief role. He's got 3 saves. I think he's working up to that being that starter. They just got such a good pitching staff, man. They're one of the best staffs. Think about that. He's a starter by trade. He's an 84 overall, and he's in the bullpen. We want to see, let's see, Freddington Grand. That's in San Francisco. Down in Double-A. Not playing too well. 135 and 96 at-bats. He's the clear-cut starter. But I think he's only playing, I think he's splitting time. So Freddington's got a lot of upgrades. You got to get that contact going for him, Josh. Because that's not cutting it. That's not cutting it. He needs to be better. Let's see what you guys are saying here. Oof, bad contact numbers. Yeah, dude, he's really struggling here. Okay, so that kind of paint the picture for everybody. Shevchuk's having an incredible year. Man, look at him. He's progressing. 9-4. He's having his best season in Seattle. Look at that. Look at the storyline at that point, man. Look at that. 2-8-4, and it's not even close. He is like 1 run less. And the whip has been good too. Less home runs given up. He's on the verge of 200 plus strikeouts. Yeah. That's a huge story right there. He blinds himself in the mirror with his phenomenal stash before games, says Josh with, what's his face? What's his face? Freddington Grand. Clayton Hall, I'm sure that David Ott is going to be watching on replay, but yeah, 326, 13 bombs. Dude, I think that Seattle probably won the trade. I really do. I think that they won that move. They got Seiko hitting 257. Caleb Callaway, 217. Joe Show, 266, 19 homers. Goro's hitting 344. Yuki Okada contributing a little bit, but he continues to kind of be that role player. So that's an update there on Seattle. Anything else? Anything else? We got Baker T, 341, Dalton. 341. Chucky, 262. DJ, 321. 18 bombs. Sebastian Salvatore, 15 homers, 248. Similar season to last year in Iowa. We've got Jake, 321, 19 homers, 55 ribs. I think it's the pitching that's really causing some issues. Yeah, look at Chris Peterson. He's only 6-5. Strikeouts to walks really good. About a 4.15. Whip is respectable, but that ERA is a little high for him. Look at that pitching. It's the pitching. The pitching is awful for Washington. That hurts. All right, really took on an ace level with Seattle, says Josh about Shevchuk. Seattle's going to be a threat to dethrone Richmond's dominance. Yeah, could possibly be. Okay, with that being said, like I said, we are not going to get into the Home Run Derby or the All-Star game. I'll let you guys know who the All-Stars are because we want to see that. Maybe we'll get to see who is in the All-Star game or the oh shoot, no, we don't want to do this. Damn it. We gotta do this. Well, can't back out of this right now. I gotta watch this. We don't want to watch this. New Orleans gets the first pick again. Johnny Brubaker. First 3 picks, you gotta watch it. Who's next? Atlanta, probably? No, Orlando, I forgot. Alonso Casillas. We're going to sim this. I did not mean to get into this. I'm sorry. And the number 3 pick in the draft, the Atlanta Sting select Danny Lytle, second baseman. Projected to be the best player. He was draft ranked number 1. There you go. Okay. Some of the rest of the draft, we are good. We don't really care too much about the draft right now because there's no custom prospects. There's no custom guys. All right. Home run derby. Leroy has 33 now. Dude, he hit 2 more in that span of games. I think he's going to get over 45, man. He's going to hit 50. Leroy, Mazza, Justice, Mazza, Cullen Ward, Song, Porter, and Ricky Holberman. Wow. 9-3. He's got 69 power. We're not going to do it. I just want to see who's going to win. I just want to see who's going to win.
It's time for the home run.
Mazza. There you go. Luigi Mazza. So Ricky beats Braden Leroy. I get a win. I get a win somewhere. Luigi Mazza beat Cullen Ward. Then he's going to beat Holberman in the semifinals. It could have been the brothers. We could have Luigi and Mario, but Steven Song had to ruin it, of course. So, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for that. You a-hole. Leroy's nuts. He is, dude. He's stupid. All right, All-Star game. Let's see who made it. I think we can pretty much tell based on some of those numbers. Charles Hemingway, Joey Warren, Ramon Anaya. Who's this guy? I've never heard of this dude. This is his first season. He's a rookie. Wow. Luke Nettles, Shevchuk, Marmot. Look at all of the Seattle love. Hemingway, Ramon Anaya, Shevchuk, Marmot, Darren Holt. It's basically Seattle. Landon Traxler. Look at this. I was kind of high on this guy. He's a rookie. He might win Rookie of the Year. 334. I was high on that dude. I'm excited about that. Wolfgang von Dietrich. 286. He's an all-star starter as a rookie. KJ, Ricky, Julian Reyes, Jay Kinney, Addison, Brady. Brady Dunn's an all-star. Look at that. You guys are right. You guys are right to keep him. Keep him around. He's an all-star. Chester Maxwell. Look at I love this guy's beard, man. Love it. Chester. He's 21 years old. Doesn't look like he's 21. Silver Reyes, Barreto, Rubio Moya, Ty Cobb, Walker Littier, Hayden Carver is an all-star. Cool. 13 home runs. Clayton Hall, Kobayashi, Cash Fortuna, and DEG. Okay, but we got a lot of Sun Sox love in here. A lot of NL East love in there. Dunn, Addison, Holberman, and KJ. 4 good boys. And how many Sun Sox? We got Barreto and Moya. Moya is kind of a surprise, to be honest with you. But, all right, let's go back. Let's look at the AL side. Ramos Hawkins, he's Michigan. Cheltenham, Casey Brown, that's Minnesota. Wisconsin, sorry. Bellamy Bloodworth, rookie. Michigan Mallards, in a good season. Bill Donnellan, closer. Chris Gatlin, don't really know Chris Gatlin, so he's another New York guy. Smoove, Damian Smoove. Humberto Matos, we've seen him in a couple games here. Killian Graham's got 25 saves, good numbers. And Jamie Kapatic. Okay. Tyron Rex, Terry Haas, 340 for Terry Haas, 311 for Mazza. We got the Bash Bros. Look at that. Woohoo! Luigi Mario, Braden Leroy, Dalton Jett, Jake Taylor. This is basically the Dalton show on the AL side. Tyron Rex, Leroy, Jet, Taylor, Diego Jimenez. I go after this guy because I want to remind people how I was like, this guy needs to play. He wasn't really playing a whole lot with Chicago. He didn't really get a call up. Pringle, he's also Chicago. Angelo Ruth, Pinkard, Maxwell, Barr, Burnside, Duckworth, Hawkins, Campos, Bowen, Brooks, and there's another one, Brooks, Bloodworth. It's basically the Dalton All-Star game here. Absol Jericho having a good year. I don't think he's going to get to 32. That was kind of an anomaly. I think he might get here. I don't think he's going to get there. But all right. Take your picks. No points or anything like that. Just take your picks for pride. AL's defeated the NL. Let's see what happened here. 7-3. AL All-Stars get the dub. Okay. I'm going to simulate all the way to the 30th. I won't get like signed draft picks is on auto. Yeah, we want to do that. We want to get that onto auto. Settings, mode specific. What's okay? Scouting, contracts, auto. Okay. So I want to get to the 30th and get a little update standings wise, see who might be selling, and then get an idea if you guys want to do a trade deadline or what. So, all right, update time. Mallards continue to hold in first. Revolution are slipping a little bit. Pizzazz 5 games ahead. Hammers, I don't think they're getting 500, but they're fighting. Swamp Monsters are a disappointment. They're 3-7. Cardinals 68-42 continue to be really good. Jacks, disappointing. I thought that they would be solid this year. That's not happening. Reapers, we kind of knew the Reapers are going to be bad. The Breeze, I'm a little disappointed in. Maples, though, I think it's the Maples. It's finally the Maples' time. I think they're getting some good production. Maybe out of David. No, not really. 234. Who's been the producer here? Matt Justice and Aiden Oliver. Presley's been pretty good, too. He's a nice pickup. Dallas Blitz. Freddie Altoro finally making an impact here. Was down in the minor leagues last season. Finally got the call up here. Cool. Maples are playing well. Nuggets. First place for the Nuggets. Whew. Dude, I think Cheltenham has really turned the corner here, man. 62-48. Cyclones, they're finally going to make the playoffs. It's going to be close. Coyotes, we know the Coyotes can get hot. Firebirds at 500 right now. What's Cheltenham doing now? 13-2. Man, 117 strikeouts. He's killing it. Let's get a Leroy update too while we're at it. 39 home runs. Oh my god. Dude. 39? 39. Holy crap, man. He's just destroying the ball. He's had as many triples this season as he's had in his entire career. And he's gonna have the most home runs, dude. 39 bombs. Are you kidding me? We've got 2 more months left to go. He's not gonna hit 7 home runs in 2 more months. Dude, I think he might get to 60. He might. He only needs 11 more for 50. That's nuts, dude. That's nuts. He's going off. Good boys, we are 3-7 in our last 10. And moonshots are right on our tail. The Blue Sox. Whew. How did that happen? 45-64 for Carolina. How the mighty have fallen. But the moonshots are coming up quickly right behind us, so that's scary. It's a little scary. The swing! The Swinger 4 games back. Oh my god. They might make it. They're 4.5 back in the wild card. Oh man, the swing. Are we finally going to see him get in? They're 7-3 in their last 10. But the Heat continue to play well. They're 4 games up. They're tied for the division. The Emeralds continue to kill it. They're 73-63. I think they have the most wins from out of anybody. 73 wins. The Cardinals don't even have that. So Seattle is the team to beat. They're 19-9 in their own division. And look at the home and away splits. Nothing's really changed there. Poof, they're tough. Seattle is tough. But the Knights vaulting up 61-49. Landon Traxler continues to be a big piece. Yeah, and then like we said, the Mallards playing well too. So let's get a little update here too, by the way, for the awards. We've got Leroy vying for the MVP. We've got both Mazza Bros in the race. I just don't think I don't think that they can, unless Luigi Mazza just goes nuts. I'm a little surprised by Mario here. I'm surprised by Mario. This is the best season he's ever had. But he's been a really underrated player for a long time. I think it was just a matter of time, really. But Braden's got to keep up that pace. He's got to fend off Luigi Mazza. Now, this is something I never thought that I would see. Cullen Ward. He's in the running for MVP. Cullen Ward, of all people. Look at those numbers. Contact numbers are not very good. But the power is insane. The vision's not very good. The clutch is okay. The discipline's not very good either. All he does is hit bombs. All he does is hit bombs. So this is a little surprising, especially when you got KJ hitting about 80 points better than him. 4 less home runs, but the RBI totals, that's where it's coming. That's what it's coming down to. So KJ's getting that stolen away from him, it seems like. Cy Young Award, Patrick Hawkins, 15-4. Cheltenham's vying for that. Jawan Rutgen. What? I remember when this guy came up, and he wasn't really that effective in gameplay. But look at his numbers, man. He's got 55 games now. He's 12-5. He's got 6 holds. He's been kind of used back and forth a little bit. That's crazy. Hemingway and Matthews. I'd probably give it to Hemingway. You're going to give the Cy Young Award winner to a 4.10 versus a 1.8? That's kind of crazy. Batting title, Freddie Foley, Baker T. Brooks hitting 350, and it's August. This man's hitting 350 and it's August. Like, he's got a 4.11 OBP. Holy crap. Landon Traxler, look at this guy. A rookie hitting 342. I do love me some Landon Traxler. LA just produces, man. They just produce good players. Reliever of the Year award. Race. Some familiar names up there. Rookie of the Year. Kind of no surprise right there, but we do have Connor Murphy on this list. Connor's just got to keep it up, and he's got to hope that Landon Traxler kind of falls off. Randall James. Yamashita. Freddie Altoro. Vying for that Rookie of the Year in the AL. And then we, of course, have Hank Aaron and Gold Gloves and all that, so we don't really need to talk about that. Okay. So, what do we want to do, everybody? What do we want to do? Let's see. Oh, Dizo's in the house. I didn't even know he had notifications on for the GGBL. Dalton says, hey, Dizo, what's the Arizona team? You're rooting for the Firebirds. Yeah, Phoenix Firebirds. Yes, sir. Looks like everyone's answering that. Baker T. Brooks sounds like some dude who would have invented some, like, chip bag. In this universe? Yeah, maybe. Back in 1882, Baker T. Brooks invented the potato chip that was well known today as the barbecue chip. And he would call it the Baker T. Blazin'. Baker T's Blazin' Barbecue. Murphy Brothers in GGBL. Majors? What? Are they in the major leagues? I don't know. They shouldn't be. They're not playing well enough for major leagues. Braden's the greatest of all time, no question. He's vying for it. As far as a GGBL player goes and his career goes, he's vying for it for sure. The Jet getting on base for Cullen, definitely. 4.10 ERA. Forgot how much this game loves win-loss. Yeah, it's dude. The MLB The Show's broke. Okay, it's completely broke. Ugh. All right. Well, guys, per the video title, per the video thumbnail, what do we want to do? Do we want to concoct up some trades together? Like, do we want to start looking at those stuff? Or do we want to just move on? Maybe every team is just set. Maybe we want to go that route. There's no, like, I don't know. I don't really have a direction on it, to be honest with you. What do we want to do? You tell me. Every sports game is broke. Got to play for the memes and go with the flow at this point. You know what? It's sad, but it's true. It's sad, but it is true. Remember, I sound like an old man because I am an old man. You know, I would trade free agents on bad teams, says Rico. I'm down for a tamed deadline, says Sports Gaming Josh. It's pretty sad because, like, us old fogies who are still playing video games because it was a part of our life. Like, think about this. I was born in 88. Seems like a long time ago. I was born in 1988. When I was 3 years old, I was sitting in front of the TV with an original NES controller in my hands. I got a picture to prove it. I was playing Super Mario, the original one. And I've still got memories of, like, using the, playing Duck Hunt with the little gun, shooting the ducks out of the sky. Game Boys were green screens. I had to use the worm light for Game Boy Colors. Pokemon on Game Boy Advance is the best way to go. Like, I've seen it all, man. I've seen it all. So I think, like, when people like me get older, when we start getting older, which we already are, I'm 36 now. Point I'm making is I don't see a future where, like, even if I'm like 60, I don't see a future where I'm not going to be playing video games because I literally grew up with them. To me, it's just like watching your favorite story or watching your favorite series on a TV show or watching a Netflix series, or it's the same thing as reading a book, your favorite stories or whatever. Same stuff. But, gaming is just a little bit more interactive. You're actually doing something instead of, like, just reading a book that somebody already wrote, or you're watching a TV show that somebody already made for you. Like, I'm actually playing the game, right? So, I don't know, man. I guess the point I'm trying to make is like, to Dizo's point, gaming today is totally different than when I was a teenager. When you had Madden that was on fire, you had some baseball games that were pretty good to play, and now, like, today, everything's just crap. Everything is just shite. It's like, what happened? What happened? Comparatively, back when we were kids, things were so much better. GG9 yells at clouds. Oh, man. 36-year-old squad, 66 for me, Atario. And so Chinbeard's definitely seen it all. You're the same age as my youth pastor. Okay, hold up. Red or blue? Red or blue? Up, up, down, down, left, right. Yep, exactly. Red or blue? I think I had red. I want to say, no, I think I had blue. I think my brother had red. I think that's how it went. Yep, I think I had blue. My brother had red. Okay. I'm not really calling you guys out, but sounds like we just want to get through. Sounds like we just want to get through. Contracts. No, I forget where I'm supposed to go here. Make a trade. We can't make trades because it's CPU versus CPU. It's CPU roster control. So basically, I got to go to budgets. Got to see who's on, like, 1-year contracts. with non-playoff teams. Non-playoff teams. We've got Jose Franco, who's 41 years old. He's still hanging on. I don't know, guys. Like, I think maybe we just move on. You know, we've had so many big names traded in the past couple seasons. I think maybe this is just a good year to calm it down. We didn't do the fantasy game. We didn't do custom prospects this time around. Maybe instead of like bad teams getting rid of all their good players, maybe we just kind of calm it down this time around. You know what I mean? So we'll just go pat. We'll blow by it. All right. I want to just make sure that everybody's signed up for our squads here. Nope. Changho Park, Akinori Takatsu. Man, they went all out in the international side. All right, so it seems like the CPU's got some work to do here for the draft picks. I'm okay with it. Let's just move on. It's on auto for a reason. Let's just continue on. Okay, so the month of August. I think we even sim past this. And as far as gameplay tonight goes, we'll get into the month of September. We'll get a nice little playoff look. And then we can kind of look at some matchups here. So this is where we're going to get our gameplay tonight. We got the Emeralds in first still. They've held on to this all season long. 86 and 51. I think that's probably the best season that they've ever had. Yeah, they're on the verge of having the best season that they've ever had. They're definitely going to get some more wins here. But the Knights, 71 and 65. It's over for the Grizzlies, over for the Mighty Beavers. Man, the Mighty Beavers, dude. That's rough, man. Look at their month of August. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 losses in 16 losses in 16 days. 16 games. They fell apart. Maroons 69 and 66. I think the Swing are pretty much eliminated. I don't think they're coming back, but they did make a good run. Monarchs are still in it. The Heat are still in it, so I think we're going to have to watch some of those games, some of those matchups. The Good Boys here look like they're holding on pretty steadily. 5.5 back for the Moonshots. I think the Sun Sox are out. Bad season for the Blue Sox. Firebirds hanging on. Look at the Coyotes, guys. They're also hanging in there. 68 and 68. What is happening in the West? Firebirds 2 back. Cyclones 2.5 back. Coyotes 3 back. They've won 6 games in a row. They always do this. Holy crap. Okay, so we got to look out for the Central, NL Central, and AL West for sure. Cardinals are in. Maples, they look like they're going to hold on to that second place spot, but they do have to fend off some of these other teams from the West. You've also got the Pizzazz that are vying for a spot. Mallards are up 5.5 games. Looks like the Swamp Monsters, they might be out. How many games? No, they're in, actually. My bad. Swamp Monsters are in. They got enough wins under the belt there. They've won 3 straight games. But again, they got to fight off those teams from the West. Yep, we saw the matchups here. So what are we looking? Look at this. We've got 7 games between Nashville and St. Louis. We might need to get like right in here, I think. Because these games, I don't know how much these games are going to matter. You know, we could really get caught up in all that. Could really get caught up in all that garbaggio. Let's focus on St. Louis and Nashville. And then for Kansas City, they've got a pretty easy schedule. Kansas City should clean up. Outside of the first week. Outside of the first 2 weeks, things start to lighten up here towards the end. So maybe we do simulate the first 2 weeks. Grab an update here. Do we have any AL West matchups? We've got Phoenix and Vegas. Phoenix and Colorado towards the end. Colorado gets New York. Colorado gets Washington. Colorado's got a tough stretch too. It's kind of difficult to figure out which games we're going to show here, I think. So I think maybe we simulate the first 2 weeks and we see what's going to happen here. So let's find a team of interest. I think that might have to be the AL West. So let's see if the Nuggets are going to lose grip here. Let's get past the first 2 weeks. So we'll stop right here on the 14th. We'll have to auto fix a lot of this stuff for the September call-ups. And then in the playoff roster, I'll make sure that that's all correct. Of course, there's no waivers because I manage everything, so I don't need to worry about that. If the CPU does something stupid. All right, so it looks like they got on a pretty, what is that, like 500? They go 500? They got 3, 4, 5, 6 losses. 2, 4, 6, 7. So they went 7 and 6. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 7 and 6. Firebirds are 3.5 back. Coyotes still hanging in there. Cyclones. God, dude, the Cyclones, they can't clutch it up. Swamp Monsters 3 back. Cyclones 4 back. The Yotes are 2.5 back. Maples are hanging on. The Maples have an 81 win team. That's kind of surprising, honestly. Firebirds have won 4 straight games just to stave off the Coyotes. That matchup right there, that's going to be something to watch. The East, so the Central, again, looks heated. Emeralds look like they're the first team to clinch. No, Emeralds and Cardinals, first teams to clinch. They both got the same number of wins, 94. Gauchos, Moonshot. The Grizzlies? What? What is that? What happened with the Grizzlies? They were in last place. For so much time, they were in last place. Wow, they had a good month of August. Look at this. 2, 4, 6, 7-game winning streak. Then they go on a 4-game losing streak. 4-game winning streak. 2, 4, 5-game winning streak. Holy crap, man. They've just turned it on. Wow. Okay. So we got to watch out for the Grizz. The Heat are now out of the postseason mix, pending if the Grizzlies, Moonshots, or Gauchos start to falter here. Okay. What do we got for matchups here? Washington and Colorado has a series upcoming. Michigan, Boston. Michigan's out of it, or Boston's out of it. New York and Vegas, they're in. We don't need to worry about them. We do have Oklahoma City and Pittsburgh. Nothing really happening here. Just want to kind of take this series by series just to see if we got anything like a big matchup. San Antonio and Phoenix. We might not have anything here other than right here, Colorado and Washington. That might be a good one. Yeah. I'm not really seeing too much. Ooh, this is big too. This is big too, guys, right here. Nashville's got to stay within the race. I think we highlighted that one. Let's see what you guys are saying here real quick in the chat. What do you guys think? got to be at least 1 week deadline year. This season is perfect for that. Can't ever count them out. Oh yeah, Coyotes can't just have a quiet moment with Colorado. No, you can't. They're always just kind of hanging around. I think, guys, we might get into maybe the last game of this series. Let's just see how this plays out. So 1-0 victory here, and that's for Washington. So Colorado, oh, there you go. So this is what we want. We want this matchup right here. 77 and 76, Colorado, or Swamp Monsters, taking on the Coyotes. A battle to get within striking distance. Sechrist and Batista. Who knew that this is exactly what you wanted? We are going to have this be our game. We're going to do quick counts. And we're going to go into fast play. All right? Good matchup here. We'll stream it. And honestly, I might give it a couple innings. And then I might tune out. I might just let you guys soak in the game. I do want to get Nashville against St. Louis at some point. That's a big one. Because my brain is just fried, guys. Honestly, my brain's fried from streaming these last couple nights. But you know what? I might even just be able to just talk to you guys, just one-on-one. We don't need to be too serious about it, right? Don't need to be too serious about it. Just watch a 9-inning game, hang out, close our Sunday night off with a little GGBL, and go into the next week. Have a 7 a.m. meeting on a Monday. Ouch. Chinbeard, do you offer what? I gotta talk to you. I'm gonna DM you. I'm gonna DM you. I gotta talk to you about something. Do it. I didn't schedule it.
Batting third, the second baseman, number 12.
Weekly marketing meeting at 7 a.m. every Monday. That's brutal. Aren't you guys? And so I know that Chinbeard's out east, and I think Diesel, are you out east too? Because I know you got the Boston love, and that you also got the Arizona love too. So are you, like, for you, that'd be, if you were in Arizona, that's a 5 a.m. It would be 5 a.m., isn't it? 2-hour difference. I'm in Arizona. I grew up in Boston. So you're up at... So wait a minute. Oh, okay. So your 7 a.m. is East Coast 9 a.m. Right. That's not cool. So 7 a.m. my time, but it's 10 a.m. Okay, so you guys are 3 hours behind. So Arizona's in... no. Mountain? Arizona is not mountain time? I thought they were mountain. But I guess they're Pacific time. We're Pacific time now. When did that happen? Who changed that? I'm gonna look that up. I gotta figure that out. When did Arizona change to PST? Oh, 1968. I wasn't even born.
The designated hitter, Satchel Michael. No, outside.
This may be the best day of my life, he says. And a gameplay. Oh, 28 homers for Adams. And a base hit. This might be the best day of my life. We're Pacific half of the year and then Mountain. What? How does that work? How does that work? By the way, the one thing that I've never been able to appreciate in the show is that big, huge circle that shows up at the bottom, like the ball shadow. That's not what happens in real life. Obviously. It doesn't even matter how far up the ball goes or how low the ball goes. It's never that. We don't change our time at all because we don't change our time at all. Yeah, dude, well, it's just somebody, you know, I've never heard of that. It's just, that's new to me. Never heard of that. So daylight savings time means nothing. Honestly, that might be the way to go. Might be the way to go.
No, off the plate.
I didn't know that existed either, man. This is Josh. I didn't know that existed. Woo! We need some runs. We need some runs scored, boys. Fed. You know what? I always thought this guy's name was Frederico, but there's no R in the beginning. It's Federico Batista. He's got a weird name. You would think it's Bautista with a U, Bautista? No. Or Frederico? He's missing letters in his name. Rico, the ball doesn't create an eclipse? How did you get the roster for this? Ooh, that is a loaded question, Diesel. Are you prepared for the? Are you prepared, sir? So, I had a group of people, a group of team members, community members, who helped me build this roster out. And what we did was, if you've got CPU roster control turned on, and you go into your franchise, and you like sim, 20 years, 15 years, takes a long time. You're gonna get all those. You're gonna have a Major League Baseball with all fake CPU guys. So then what we did
Ball 2.
is we exported those players that we liked based on overall rating and age and
One
all
strike.
that stuff.
Full count.
And then exported them to your console. And then imported them into a roster file.
Now
So that when we started 2023, we could use that roster that we've created, full of all those CPU players. So now that we're in this league, we're in season 4. We've had custom players that the community owns and creates and things like that. And yeah. So that's how it was built. That's how the roster was built. So some wizardry, yes. Yeah, basically. Basically. Some convoluted wizardry.
leading off for Washington. The shortstop, Lederman Bros.
So, I mean, looking back on it, I think that's the route that we wanted to take because I wasn't sure how many seasons you could actually get through in one save file.
2-2.
And, you know, because when we're simming like 15 seasons ahead of time, just so that the entire major leagues were all custom guys, CPU guys,
Number 60.
you got a pretty wide net of players that you could like export, you know, extract basically to get into a roster file.
No, that's down.
But I guess maybe it would have made more sense looking back on it just to sim forward
2 balls, 2 strikes.
10 years, 20 years, get all the major leaguers off of that franchise, and then basically just pick up the GGBL like right then and there.
Now batting, number 21.
You know, that would have been a lot less work on myself and the team to do that. But you know, again, if you like sim 15 seasons in the future, and then you can only do like 30 years,
2-2.
that only gives you 15 years to play with. Which we're only in season 4, so maybe we would never get to 15 years even if we wanted to. I think just looking back on it, that was probably the best way to go. Sim 15 years. You're 15 years into the future. 2038
Leading off for
equals 2023.
number 6.
You just have to do some math when you're looking at the statistics or whatever. But yeah. Anyway, it all worked out. I just don't see myself like putting this all together with everybody again on MLB 25 either. We skipped out on 24. We're definitely gonna be skipping out on 25. The league here is just where it is. It's just on 23.
Ball off the plate.
MLB The Show 23. This is where the GGBL lives.
Full count. That's a ball. Take your base.
But it's been fun.
Number
It's been a fun league. I've heard so many different things. I've heard that you can do as many as you want, and I've heard you can only do 30. Says Christian Gamer. Type it in. How many seasons are there in MLB The Show? 20. Oh, that's for the. How many seasons can be played in franchise mode? I'm playing the show 21, and I've simmed and played a lot. I'm in the 2084 season with no signs of slowing down.
Designated hit. Satchel. Michael.
Somebody did say no limit. Somebody else said, I think somewhere said it was 25 years, but you can't verify. All right, hey, I think Satchel Michaels came through. Yeah, look at that. 2-0 game. I think I've heard someone say they got to 21 seasons. Honestly, like it doesn't take that long when you turn on, you know, everything to CPU, and you're just simming. It doesn't really take that long. The only part that drags on a little bit is when the notifications pop up in the off season. That's about it. You know, you got players up here for arbitration. You got players up here for, you know, re-signing and all this stuff. Like, just turn on everything to auto and just sim. I should try it one day. I should just for fun, just to see. How many seasons can you go? What's the official number? Oh wow, that's trouble. That's trouble. Good throw into third, but I think Navoa's safe. Matt Tate with the base hit. It is 4-0. Washington is on the verge of giving up a game. There's the base hit to center field. Dufour-Laponte. Base knock. Tate gets the third. And that'll do it for Sechrist. He was good in the postseason a couple years back. 5-0 here in the fourth. Oh, deep drive to center. Quevedo giving chase. That'll score another run, and it is 6-0. I think our mercy rule was 8 after 5. Coyotes are dangerous when they get hot, like you said earlier in the stream. I mean, it's true. We've already seen it. We've seen it happen. CC's swing is so jacked. like, watch him swing. He gets like real glitchy. Yeah. Deep drive to right center, into the gap. 7-0 in the top of the fourth. And I think, honestly, guys, we got a lot more things to cover. That's probably gonna do it. I want to hit. I want to hit with Neptune. Think we can do it? Ooh. Look at that speed. 1-2 pitch. What's he got? Oh. Dude, we got the fastball speed on max. So it's... Oh. Get up. Get gone, baby. Look at that. I can hit on max speed. Let's go. Neptune St. Clair. Goodbye. And goodbye. This game is over. Coyotes 12-3. Bang. Goldie gameplay home runs are so back. You know, the game was over. Might as well have a little fun. See if you can do it, right? Just play around and see if you can do it. So Coyotes win the series 2-1, and that sets the Swamp Monsters back by I believe, a half a game. So I believe now they're 3 games back of a wild card spot, which, you know, there's still time. There is still time, but obviously that didn't help. Okay, let's take a look again here at the standings just to get a little update here. Where are we at? Swamp Monsters are 2.5 back. Coyotes are 1 game back. Firebirds, Maples, and Pizzazz. Namely the Firebirds. Firebirds are on the lookout for a Coyotes push. It might have to get down to this. They got an easy stretch here against Minnesota, but tough stretch against Columbus. They could lose some ground here against Columbus, but I think it is going to come down to this 3-game series. For shizzle. Ooh, no, Nashville. They lost 3 straight games. And the Monarchs have taken them over. The Heat are now 3.5 back. The Grizzlies, Gauchos, and Moonshots. So what do we got here for the Grizzlies? Who do they get? The Grizzlies get Vancouver, and they get the Gauchos. I think we're gonna have to watch that. I think we're gonna have to watch this. Grizzlies and Gauchos are tied. The Monarchs are a 1.5 games back. So depending on what happens in this series, and of course what the Monarchs do, and they get the Sting and the Sun Sox. Ooh. Let's just do a little sim. Ooh, uh-oh. The Monarchs are losing some ground here. Oh no, the Grizzlies, they still keep that lead. They're up 2 games. 2 games on Kansas City. Moonshots are officially in. Good Boys are in. But the Good Boys could lose the division. Wow. Oof, this is crazy. Look at this. The Maples, 83. Cyclones, 82. Firebirds, 82. The Revolution, their elimination number is 2. Coyotes' elimination game is number 1. So Maples, Cyclones, and Firebirds. What's happening with Cyclones? Uh-oh. So Firebirds, Cyclones. Ooh, look at the Cyclones. They've won, oh my God, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. They're 9-1 of their last 10. Wow. So I think what we're going to do is it is going to come down to that Cyclones-Firebirds matchup, isn't it? Revolution look like they're out. Coyotes look like they're out. So pretty much that game that we just watched didn't really mean anything. The Maples, what's going on with them? They could still lose some ground here too. They got Minnesota. Minnesota. Do you like how I said that, guys? I said it Minnesota. Okay. So let's get this matchup. Let's get well, no, sorry. I'm sitting here saying that Coyotes matchup didn't mean anything, but you know, it gave us a little picture, right? We've got the Firebirds, Maples, who are in. Cyclones get a loss in Sim. Who did they get again? They get Minnesota or San Antonio. Okay. So if their elimination game is what now? Their elimination game is 3. So the next 3 games. Oof. Yeah, they're still mathematically alive. But Firebirds, Maples. Firebirds could miss. They could still miss. Coyotes aren't getting in no matter what. But Firebirds and Maples, one of these 2 teams could miss in favor of the Cyclones. So Firebirds and Maples. So we got the Maples against the Jacks. We got the Firebirds against the Coyotes. So they could spoil it. The Coyotes could spoil it. Oh my God, they could spoil it for their rival. So I think we're gonna have to watch this game. Rico Ramos against Satchel Michaels. Ooh, Cyclones win their last game. Maples could be out. Oh no, Maples, don't do this to us. You need to make it. You lose 6-1. What is happening? How can you do that to each other? That's awful. The Monarchs are still in too, guys. They're still in. The Grizzlies could fade. So we got some things to watch out for here, guys. It's okay. So 4 teams, right? 5 teams probably. We got Grizzlies, Monarchs. Grizzlies, Monarchs. Cyclones, Firebirds, Maples. We got to remember that. Cyclones, Firebirds, Maples, Grizzlies, Monarchs. Okay. Grizzlies get a win here over Vancouver. We got this matchup, Kicks, Deals, and Parker Burnside. I think that we should probably end up watching that one. What's up with the Gauchos? Did they make it? I think they, yeah. 85 wins, yeah. Emeralds got to 100 wins, guys. I didn't even see that. Cardinals up to 98. Okay. Kansas City gets Orlando. I think we're going to have to watch that one too because it is Devin McDreamy. And then we got Ramos and Michaels. And then what's up here with... Yeah. Casey Brown against Dustin McClendon. 2 of their better pitchers. Okay. Let's do Oklahoma City and San Antonio. Because that kind of sets the stage for the other games here too. Because they're already in there. I guess no matter how you split it. So we'll run this. We'll do fast play, quick counts, clear skies. Here we go. So again, like we'll do the mercy rule in here too, just to kind of speed things up. And I am interested to see like where Braden Leroy is. I think he's definitely got to be over 45 home runs. He's got to be. Dizo, how long am I streaming? It's probably going to be till about for another hour, I think. Yeah, probably another hour. I think we got 2 games left in the regular season. And I think with all these teams still in play, I think with fast play, quick counts, I think we could get it done within an hour. But Oklahoma City, man, they are trying to get, I think, if I'm remembering right, what a catch. Clifford Durham out here in right field. Got to get a little replay on that. Get out there, man. That's like a Dougie play out there. That's a GG9 player. I love Clifford Durham. He gives it all. He gives it all. But I think, Josh, like, you need to correct me here. I don't think OKC has made the postseason. We can check it later, but I'm pretty sure they've never made it. So they're trying. They're trying real hard. Quick inning there for Feliz, and we are off to the bottom of the first inning. Brody Boatwright, 311, 16 bombs, 80 ribs.
Number 20.
Good rookie season.
That's a ball.
They barely miss it very often, but I don't believe they ever actually made it. Well, my prediction that I made for the season are wrong, at least for the AL West, says Sports Gaming Josh. We have a base hit here for Boatwright. Karev misplayed it out there in right field, and Boatwright looks like he's going to try for second. Okay, so a leadoff double there for San Antonio. This is not the best spot for somebody like Josh, who roots for OKC. San Antonio is looking to make it tough on the Cyclones here tonight. Karev's got to give some chase out there in right field. He's got it. Boatwright's got good speed. He'll tag, head to third. So the leading run is at third base if they can get a little sac fly, base hits. Campos finally putting together a good year. This was a guy at second base, young guy. They've really liked. Hitting 310 for the first time. He delivers a base knock. I'm not going to lie to you guys, I kind of like fast play for streams. Rico says I had San Antonio having a better season. I did too. I thought that with a couple guys on their roster, like Benny Blanco, you know, I thought they would have been better.
Batting fifth. No left field. Number 29.
I'm looking at old some highlight reels from College Football 25. Did that say how many homers Leroy had? No, we're not going to get an update. Okay, let's see. What does he have here? 53 bombs! Oh my god, dude, this guy went crazy. And look at that. He had the same number of hits. 185, 185. In his best year as a pro, he had 185 hits. But this time, more doubles, more homers, more triples. Holy crap. And then, not even to mention, a 366 OBP. Whew. 53 home runs, and this team is on the verge of maybe missing the playoffs. OKC at its finest. Yep. Doesn't that really paint the picture? And of course, in gameplay, no one can do anything. We strike out. Yeah, to go from winning the West and then to missing the postseason, it's just like, what the heck happened? And then they got better. I thought they were one of the most improved teams. San Antonio. To get Brody Boatwright, you got Percy Burnside behind the plate. Like, I thought they were going to be pretty good this year. But that's not the case. That's not the case. Hey, there's Benny Blanco with the catch. I'm so sick of the flies, man.
The shortstop, Kevin.
Dude, I just hit the fly out of thin air. Oh, dang, he's concussed.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Wow, dude. I just knocked him out of thin air, man. That's a good sign. It's a good sign for the good boys. If we can make contact with a fly in the air, like we should be, we should be fine. Dude, that's nuts.
Number 14.
Even had some baseball practice tonight. Got some good contact on the ball tonight. It was fun. It was good.
Batting 7.
Hard line drives.
That is Berger.
Got to keep going. Got to keep staying active.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
He's the Trout of the GGBL, Braden Leroy. Could be. Blanco's hitting 220.
Batting in. The right field.
I would have expected to have a better season out of Benny Blanco.
Nope.
Look at that big circle underneath. Like, what? It's a UFO!
Batting 9. The designated hitter.
Every time I talk, I give you guys little glimpses of what happens inside my brain. I feel like it's too revealing.
Ball, that's inside.
Sometimes.
That's a ball. 3 balls, 1 strike. Ah! 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Leading off for the Cyclones. The designated hitter. Ken Jordan.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Josh, I root for 2 of the most dramatic teams, although Coyotes are, the Coyotes, and OKC's always in the hunt but can never finish it off to get in. It's funny. Yeah, you do. You apparently just like the thrill. You like teams that are just kind of on the edge. Christian Gamer, don't worry, I just turned 19 a week ago, but my maturity is like that of a I can't see it because a 13-year-old. Yeah, well, you know what? I'm 36, and it doesn't change. It doesn't change. I'm always gonna be a kid at heart.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Oh, Brandon Catfish, when will you ever learn? When will you ever learn to hit the baseball?
Leading off for San Antonio.
I think Boatwright's gonna hit a home run right here.
20.
I believe it.
That's
I believe it in my bones.
2-2 to count.
Way down, way deep down.
Count is 3-2.
A 3-2 home run. He's vying for it. He's shooting for it. He's hot. He's hot. He's going to turn on this one. Ready? Well, hard hit. Smacking the baseball. You can hear the wood break. Perfect contact.
Count ball.
What is happening on Discord? Notifications. More noties. More noties.
Now back, second baseman. Kenneth Alexander.
Nice double play turn.
Now back, number 12.
Base hit here, right past Braden Leroy. Grayson Fields delivers the knock. San Antonio up 2-0. Tell you guys something. OKC's really gonna have to get that offense moving, just like Josh has just said in the comment section here.
2-1.
Bierbauer has had not the greatest season, but he's had a pretty solid year. Ground ball here to Clayton. Good throw over there to second in the end of the inning. He's got 3, 4, 5 for OKC. They really need to get it going.
Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
OKC doing their annual choke job.
Now back, number 8.
Leroy's got to step up right here too.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
2 runs isn't insurmountable, so I'll keep my hopes up. Yeah, I wouldn't give up either, but yeah, Leroy is not coming up clutch right here. 53 home runs. We got to at least get 1. We got to get 1 tonight from him. If you're OKC, you need 1. Tom Berger offers at a pitch he shouldn't have, and that's the end of that inning. So again, top of the 4th, no runs scored.
No, that's low.
Oh, God. Is that gone? Oh, it's off the wall. Benny Blanco was close. But it's 3-0. Dun. Dun. You can hear the death bell ringing for Oklahoma City. It's done. I think they might be toast. I just remembered a stupid argument I got into after a friend said that every baseball game gets at least 1 homer. Yeah, it's a pretty dumb argument. Like, you don't... Did this person say that home runs were annoying?
Now back, the designated hitter, Alonso.
Is that what that person was saying? Was home runs are annoying?
Number 20.
Did you guys see this? Back in the NFC Championship game, Aiden Hutchinson used a word like proprioception in the midst of battle is crazy. He was going at, so a defensive end, Aiden Hutchinson, going up against George Kittle. So you got Michigan and Iowa, you know, duking it out. Kittle was blocking out Hutchinson. I think he won the battle. And Hutchinson goes, "Bro, you're messing with my proprioception." And Kittle goes, "Your proprioception? That's a Michigan word. I'm an Iowa guy. We don't use words like that." Oh, I just see it right here. Proprioception. I gotta look that up. What is that word?
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Proprioception, in the sense of self-movement, force, and body position. Proprioception is mediated by proprioceptors, mechanosensory neurons located within muscles, tendons, and joints. He said, "Bro, you're messing with my proprioception." What is that? What is that? Christian Gamer, no, he just said that each game has one, and I had just been to an Astros game without a home run a few days back. Yeah, well, that's just, you know, it's a noob take, isn't it? No hitter through 5. Oof. So we've never seen Carson Sova in a game. And this has been a guy that has been a custom player since Season 1's roster. But he's been a dude that's never really gotten a shot to pitch, and at least in gameplay, he hasn't. What a catch out there by Catfish. If we were in broadcast mode, we would definitely be seeing a lot more about that play, but that's a great play in center field. But now you get into some trouble here. Bear Bierbauer, he has the ability to run into one. 5th inning. Ooh, popped him up. He's just got it enticing enough where he's going to offer it. To Rico's point, OKC, they do not have a knock yet. But Feliz has got 83 pitches in the 6th.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That's probably going to knock him out of the game here soon. I think he can get through 6. Yep, there's just another strikeout. Ken Jordan goes down and keep the no-no intact. That's my Gold Glove winning center field custom, he says. Okay, top of the 6th. 1 down. Top of the order as well. 2 big hitters that Feliz has been able to get has been Rev and Leroy. 2-2 to Erker, a little pop up to center field. Brody Boatwright is there. Now we get the number 2 hole hitter up, and that will be, I forget, it is Catfish. He's 0 for 2 with 2 flyouts. Full count pitch here. You're at 96 pitches with this one upcoming. You don't want to get to the 3 hole hitter. Ooh, foul ball. Don't want to get to the 3 hole hitter. If you can get this thing into the 7th, maybe you go back out there. That's going to be another flyout. Okay, so through 6, Humberto Feliz pitching a gem.
The catcher, number 14.
Ball 4.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Alonso Soto.
Ooh. A sinker that moves like that, that's pretty disgusting. Another four-seamer there. 98. All right, let's see. Let's see if Feliz is headed back out there for the 7th. I think that he should. He's at 101 pitches. But you got the toughest part of the order right here. 3, 4, 5 for OKC. It's Karev, Leroy, and Berger.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Pretty much if you're going to throw a no-no, you're going to have to get these guys out. I mean, that's like a Booger McFarland take. Like, yeah, 7th inning, you got to get them out. But, like, that. You didn't want that to happen. Home run, Karev. He will break the no-no bid and the shutouts attempts right there. They're going to leave Feliz in the game. I don't know. I'm not too big on this strategy here. We got the ground ball. Blanco at third will make the play. That's first out of the inning. I think that should probably... No, they're going to keep him out there. Wow. 112 pitches. I guess what I was trying to say was, like, if you got these guys, if you got the 3, 4, 5, and you got out of this inning, your chances go way up. You go into the 8th with 6, 7, 8, and then you go to the 9th with 9, 1, 2. So, you know, pending any walks or anything like that, but errors. But if you bring them all up and you bring them all down, that would have been big. That would have been big. But the leadoff home run there for Karev. And you got a walk here. It's going to be up to Derek Hardy. OKC. Runner on base here, but with 2 outs. Ooh, got the swing and miss here. 90 mile an hour 2-seamer. Kind of slow. 2-2 curve. Miss inside. You got Kevin Dixon, who had a triple-digit number there in the RBI category. Strike 3, 88 on the 2-seamer. So Derek Hardy comes up, shuts him down, and we go here to the top of the order for Brody Boatwright. The bottom of the 7th.
3 balls, 1 strike.
A little late, but hey, OKC got a hit. Oh, hot shot there to Leroy. I'm thinking that maybe Leroy's going to come up and do something epic. Isn't that how it all play out? Don't you guys think? Like, we know the bullpens in the GGBL, they usually can't come up clutch. So I'm sitting here thinking that Leroy's gonna come up and do something epic. But it's got to be in the top of the 9th for that to happen. Ground ball back up the middle, base hit. Mark Schnell. Now with a 1-out single. Now we're going to get Matt Campos. 1 for 3. He's in a good hitter's count here. 2-1. You don't want to lose him. 3-1. See if he challenges him here with a fastball. I think maybe he's going to go off speed. We'll see. Yep. A palm ball. A little crafty pitch. 2-1. Threw him a strike, but it was a little off speed. Gonna go back to the palm ball here. Now you missed. Now it's tough because you got 3-2. Runners on the move, and Campos swings and misses. He's out. But you get a stolen base there for Schnell. San Antonio trying to get that run back. They're going to attempt a pickoff move here, but look at Leroy. He just got there to save it. Wow. Could have been gone into center field. Good pitch. Got enough little movement there. 1-2. Oh no, Grayson. Wow, I thought he went. It's a big spot. Fly ball to center. Catfish is there, end of the inning, so OKC survives. They're still in the ball game. So here we go. We got 8-9-1 in the top of the 8th. 2-3-4, which does leave up, at minimum, Leroy's going to get another at bat in the top of the 9th. But I think for Oklahoma City, got to get it done now. Got to get him up to the plate now. If you do that, you're definitely going to be scoring some runs. I think you want to do that here in the top of the 8th rather than the top of the 9th. But we do get Dixon to pop out foul ground. We'll see if Blanco's there. He's there. I'll make a touch. Novocaine. I like Silva's pitching. He's pretty solid. Yeah, he's all right. He's just been kind of a grindy prospect, you know. Hasn't really had a chance. Good pitch there from Derek Hardy, though. So Berger. Got to set the table here. No one's been on. And he is the leadoff man. And he pops up. So Oklahoma City will have to try to win this thing in the top of the 9th. I say win it, knowing that we have a bottom of the 9th, but gotta take the lead in the top. But you gotta shut these guys down first. Don't let it get out of hand. Look at how much ground that Catfish can cover. That's actually insane. I'm like, he was out of the picture. Karev gave up on it because he's like, yeah, he's got it. That's not my ball. He's just like automatic.
Now batting, third baseman, Bendito Ramriez.
Nope, that's a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Now pitching, Terry Goff.
All right, Terry, be like your brother Jared. Jared Goff. Terry Goff. Terry Goff. At least that's what San Antonio fans are saying. We got a couple OKC fans in here that are probably not rooting for that. Catfish. Drive out to center. Boatwright's going to be there. He'll make that catch, no problem. All right. It is going to be up to Karev and Braden Leroy. Can they do it? Oh, Karev, he got all of that. But foul. What a cut fastball. I was thinking it was going to be harder than it was, I guess. It was 90 miles an hour. 1-2. That's high. 2-2, you got to give him a strike. That's a ground ball. Going to be a tough play for Campos. He is out at first. Karev was a step away from giving Oklahoma City a chance to tie it with a home run. So Braden Leroy got to keep his guys in the game here. Give him another chance. 2-2. Fly ball to right. It was well struck, but here's Clifford Durham. He missed it in foul ground. Would have ended the game. But we're going to do it again. 2-2. Got him. Got him looking. Change up. 85 miles an hour on the outside part of the plate. Of course, I think Leroy might have thought that was a little off speed. Maybe a cutter, maybe a slider, something with some break. 85 miles an hour, you're thinking, man, that's starting off. It's probably going to go off the plate, and it just stayed there. Change up, got him. Strike 3. Game is over. Bandits will get a W here. And we will get a little update with the standings just to see what the effect of that was. Because we have one more game left. We got one game left as far as the season is concerned. So let's see. So Cyclones are a half a game out behind the Maples and behind the Firebirds. So we are going to have to get to that Firebirds game or the Maples game, one of the two. I don't want to sim this game. I think we need to see this in gameplay, and because I feel like I'm going to screw somebody, you know? I'm going to screw somebody. This game is important, though. Rico Ramos against Satchel Michaels. So let's get that game underway. And again, we'll do fast play, quick counts. Let's get it. I'm going to be right back. I got to check on a little something with my pool, and we'll be back. I will be back. You guys, I'm sure, will stay here and watch. OKC's ability to fail to make the playoffs is astounding. This game further makes it surprising. Bandits struggled. Yeah, right. They look like the more complete team. So the Yotes, I mean, they don't really have anything to gain out of this game here. The only thing that they have to gain here is just being a troll to Phoenix. Knock them out of the playoffs. That's it.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
But a little update there. It says 3 games behind the wild card. They've only got 2 more games left. They can't get in. But, all right, I'll be right back.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That is third. The shortstop, Colton Kenneth. Leading off for Colorado, the shortstop, number 8.
That's a ball. Safe.
Let's keep it going.
Batting third, the catcher, number 6. Batting fourth, the third baseman, number 44. for Phoenix, the first baseman, Kevin Alexander.
All right, back. What do we got?
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Novocaine. I wonder where the Bandits struggle, besides Blanco not having a good offensive season, maybe the pitching. Sports Gaming Josh, probably because obviously they got an ace and Felix and a solid closer. Yeah, lineup seemed pretty good. I think maybe it's just something as simple as just the fact that they didn't clutch up. You know, they've got a good team. I thought they were one of the most improved teams in the offseason. I think the AL West was pretty good, too. You got Phoenix. Oklahoma City was competitive. Las Vegas was good this year. So it was a lot different of a season. Nova says, yeah, I don't know, it's confusing. It really is. Good old MLB The Show, where nothing really makes any sense. Why do our best pitchers have extremely high ERAs? That doesn't make sense. Michael Ruth or Angelo? Rico. Probably Michael. So like I said, Satchel Michaels could be a big thorn in Phoenix's side here. They've had to go up against him quite a bit. Angelo's a big boy. Yeah. That he is. Uh-oh. Base hit. That was absolutely needed. Stake out to an early lead, but we know what happens with these AL West matchups, man. There's a lot of offense, so I'm kind of not even surprised at this point. Jimenez hat, yes. Yep. He's been an unsung hero for sure.
Ball 2. 2-1.
Maybe the strongest guy in the lineup. It's a little weak tapper. Gotta love baseball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Batting 7, the first baseman, number 4.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Dude, where have I been? Where have I been? Sam Howell was traded?
The second baseman,
What? Where have I been? What? March 14th, Sam Howell was traded to the Seahawks. 4th round pick and a 6th round pick in the 24 draft in exchange for a 2024 3rd rounder. I mean, it makes sense because they took Jaden Daniels, but
Batting ninth, the center fielder.
man, they did Sam Howell dirty, dude. Like I thought he was all right. Like he's got to learn to.
Now batting, number 8.
I thought he played decently. Oh, never mind. 21 touchdowns, 21 interceptions. Okay. 65 sacks? What? Okay. Never mind. Forget that. Rico's falling apart. Oh, come on, Rico. You got to get a strikeout here. It's Emile Dufour-Laponte. Come on. Yeah, there you go. Eat him up. Eat him up. Eat him alive.
Leading off,
I'm rooting for Phoenix.
the center fielder. Garrett.
I think in a playoff format, they might be really tough to beat. I kind of want Phoenix to make it here. Oklahoma City, we just know what their story is. They're not doing anything. Even if OKC makes it, they're not doing anything. So I'm rooting for it. I'm rooting for the Firebirds.
Nope. 2 balls, 1 strike.
I think this was a smart call, guys. I think this was a smart call.
Down to 3 and 2.
To get to the playoffs, a little push.
The bat, number 6. Shortstop, Colton Kenneth.
I'm happy with it. Because we just missed so much time. 22 days of just no GGBL action at all. And it's going to get us... So it's going to get us set up nicely because we're kind of, I guess, in a way, we're kind of caught up a little bit. We'll head into August, set up for the playoffs. Of course, playoffs take a lot longer.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
So pretty much September. Maybe not even that long. Maybe like the end of August. End of August we'll have the Gold Series for Season 4 crowned, the champions. We'll have them crowned. And then in September we'll move into the Season 4 off season. And that'll take a couple weeks to do all that. You got to get contracts done, you got to get wheel spins done, you got to get DMs for people that want to be moving around to different teams. No customs to create, so that's going to move a lot faster. So probably like end of September we'll get into Season 5. So I'm kind of looking at it like Season 5 will take another month. Yep. In season 5, we can do it more normally, more normal setup than what we had tonight. But we can pitch.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
More normal setup for Season 5. And then we'll see what happens from there. But, yeah. Oh, just missed the bomb. Season 5 is also sim season. Okay, perfect. So we'll get into season 6. Look at Rico. Just slicing them up. And I think season 6 gets us to the Golden Globe Classic, the GGC.
Got him.
Sweet. So that means, like, yeah, that means in September we're going to get into season 6, guys. Thank you, Rico, for the reminder there.
2 strikes.
Totally forgot. Hear me out. Season 5, leave trades. Leave the CPU trades on. Oh my god, that's ooh. You're getting a little frisky there, Rico. I mean, why not? Why not? Let's do it. Let's do it. That might spice things up just a touch. Just because we're not in control. Well, yeah, because we didn't do any trades here for the deadline.
We got full count.
Season 5, maybe we'll leave the CPU trades on, see what kind of crazy stuff happens in the league. Chaos, says Rico. He's all about the chaos. I think I'm good with that. Oh, that's a deep shot. Ruth, the big man, Angelo Ruth goes yard. That's a pickup, man. He's menacing. You know what he is? He's Miguel Sano. Back when Miguel Sano was pretty good. No, you know what? He's Yordan Alvarez, except he's from the right side. That's how good he is. Big baby Ruth. I am a little nervous about the CPU trades because I feel like a lot of my Richmond good boys are going to be gone. I feel like everything that I built there is going to get just tore down. I think it's just going to get torn to pieces. That's what I'm afraid of. But it's good for league balance, man. It's good for league balance. Rebalancing, if you will. Oh, baby. Diego Jimenez. You can't leave a screwball right down the middle there, Satchel. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. The X Factor. Yeah, we'll ask. Yeah, I can ask the community for sure. You know what? I'll put it in a community tab after the playoffs. So I'm gonna leave you to the task, Rico. Just to remind me, because you know I got a lot of. I know it's not your series, right? I should be the one responsible. But dude, you remind me about it so much of this stuff. Like I value it big time because I got so much on my mind, man. I got so much on my mind. As far as this content stuff goes, I got so much on my mind. GGBL, Team Builder League, that's coming on the main channel. Yukon Dynasty live stream, Angels franchise, patrons to please, community to talk to. Oh, yeah, I need your help. I need your help.
2 strikes.
Meanwhile, Rico's just dealing. Look at this. He's got Navoa down on strikes. How many is that? Like 6? 6 Ks for Rico tonight? Does it tell us? No. I was hoping that it might have. 7. 7 strikeouts and 3 1/3. Like, what? He's dealing, man. Eight. Whew.
The batter number 15, second baseman, John. Adam.
GGBL Team Builder League? I was so confused. Dude, he's just pumping it. 101? I don't really remember Rico throwing that hard. He's got those upgrades in the offseason, man. Line drive out to left. Good contact by, I believe that was Josh Adams, but man, he's just dicing him up, man. All right, so the day is over for Satchel Michaels, and we will turn to Felipe Cabral. Or as people up north might want to say, Felipe Cabral. Ooh. Right. Didn't he used to have just a 2-seamer? And now it's a 4-seamer? Is that right? It's coming back to me now. That's made him way more effective.
The second baseman.
Yeah, good call. Good call.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
The bat, number 6. Shortstop.
Oh, so, okay, so if I'm plotting this thing out, oh, great catch, but it's all for naught, Neptune. It's all for naught. Looks like you guys are gonna lose. All right, so let me think here. So if we figure out the playoffs tonight, and we do like another Friday night live stream, maybe of the wild card games. I don't think I'm going to be able to get gameplay recorded and edited and all that stuff by then. So I think we'll do another live stream. That's the one benefit of a live stream is you can just stream it instead of like having to record and edit and commentate. Like it's a whole process. So I wonder if we go live again on the 2nd for the wild card rounds. Do as many as we can. Do as many games as we can there.
Now batting, right fielder. Joey.
Then on the 9th, August 9th, I might be able to get some gameplay because that'll give me enough time. That'll give me an entire week plus the weekend. Get some gameplay, cut them up, do some commentary there. Post a video on the 9th to do the divisional rounds.
Now batting, number 6.
Then we're looking at the 16th for the championship rounds. And then the 23rd, the Gold Series, and probably that weekend. 23rd, 24th, 25th. I wonder if we do like a extravaganza. You know, do the Gold Series for 3 days. So it's going to be a 1 post a week schedule.
Leading
Then we
off
got to do the off
the
season.
first baseman.
And then now we're in September.
Joey.
And then that'll have to be 1 video. And then we get
What do you got?
a season 5 sim on top of that. And then I got to set up the GGC.
2 balls.
So really, what we're looking at is season 6 might end up starting
Number 3.
mid. It just depends on how fast we can move, but it's looking like if we're consistent on even if it's like a bare minimum one upload per week or 1 stream per week, which we can feel it out from there. We might be able to do 2 streams a week or something, or like 2 videos a week. It just depends how fast we can go. But at the minimum, 1 upload, 1 stream per week. You could probably get season 6 started in mid-September. That's how long it'll take. So, just kind of give you guys an idea that are following along with the league and want to know what's coming up. I'm thinking that's probably the schedule. Mid-September, we'll get into season 6.
Now batting, the right fielder.
And we're in season 4 right now, so. Good go. Oh, he dropped that? Dude, you ran all that way to drop it. No way. Okay, now you got to hustle again. Come on. You're not going to drop this one, are you? There we go. There you go. He got his redemption. That's so funny. All right, 5-0 game. I'm going to give Colorado this last chance.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
They got a score run. And that is, by the way, is not Satchel Michaels. So they got his face wrong. That's not Satchel Michaels. What is happening with this game right now? It's glitching out on us. If they if they can't score a run here, I'm gonna sim it.
The left fielder, number 1.
But ensure that Phoenix gets the win. Which I think that they're gonna. I mean, yeah. Game over. Game over. Phoenix. Phoenix gets the dub. Rico Ramos was a legend. He was a legend tonight. I'm going to say, what? He got like 11 strikeouts or something? Was it 11? Yeah, 11. He was dominant. 6 innings, 11 strikeouts, 2 hits, 3 walks. That's also not Satchel Michaels' face. What is happening with this game? Dizo, LFG. Let's fucking go. All right, next matchup here tonight will be... So the Coyotes have been eliminated with that loss. They're officially eliminated. Firebirds still hanging on for dear life. We still got the Cyclones. Their elimination number is 2. The Maples, I think if they can get a win right here... If the Maples can get a win right here... Oof. We're kind of in a tough spot. We're kind of in a tough spot, guys, because if I simulate this game, I could potentially screw them. Because let's do the math here. If I sim that game for the Maples, if I sim it and they lose, they're tied with the Cyclones. So the Cyclones are no longer a half game back, which means that game 162 is really important for both of these teams. If I sim it and they win, Maples win, I believe that means the Cyclones are 1 game back officially, and their elimination number is 1. So I guess no matter what has to happen, game 162 would have to be played anyway. So, like, we're not out of the woods yet with this stream. And I really don't even want to make, like, another separate video of it or another separate stream. But I also feel like if I sim it all the way, then I feel like I'm going to screw the Maples. Because we did play with the Cyclones and we played with the Firebirds. And then Maples are going to be left out of here. So, but that game 162 is still going to have to be played. Ugh. I don't know what to do. Because it's already 12:30 and we potentially going to have to get 3 more games in. So I wonder. Let me save this up. I say sim the game, get to game 162. Yeah, I guess they'll have to earn it they'll have to earn it at some point, right? No matter what happens here, we still got to get to 162. So they lost. And of course, the OKC person would want them to lose that game. So, so here we go. Heading into game 162, Firebirds. Say the Cyclones beat the Coyotes. Sorry. If the Firebirds beat the Coyotes, they're in. Because these two teams can't get to 85. If the Firebirds win, they're in. If they lose, and the Cyclones lose, and the Maples lose, then we have some sort of three-way tie happening. Which could potentially mean that the Firebirds are out. Same thing if the Firebirds, Firebirds lose, these two teams win, we got a three-way tie. If the Firebirds win, they're in, and then it's just really gonna be a battle between these two teams, Cyclones and Maples. So I'm trying to figure out what's the best call here. We've also got the Monarchs and the Grizzlies that are tied too. Wow. Monarchs and Grizzlies are tied. And they play Vancouver. So we've got one. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 games left. I think that I'm going to stop it here tonight. Stream tomorrow. I told people on the GG9 channel I'm going to go live on UConn. So here's what I'm going to do, guys. I've got 5 games to record. And I'm going to do that all tomorrow. While I'm working, I'm just going to let these games play out, sim, do whatever. And I will get you an upload on Wednesday. I'll get you an upload on Wednesday. That way it will be ready for us to get to the playoff stream on Friday. Does that sound fair? Because I can't do 5 more games tonight. Like, we've already been live for 2.5 hours, and I can't get 5 games done tonight. And we're not going to figure anything out anyway. You know? Even if we did 2 games tonight to close it off, we still don't know what would happen. Unless we did Phoenix and Colorado again right now, you know, then we know a Phoenix win and they're in. So, but yeah, I think it makes more sense to just do it as an upload. So I'll upload this on Wednesday. So if you guys are watching this on the replay, just kind of keep it in the back of your mind that there should be an upload on Wednesday for the final playoff push. And again, we are going to get Wisconsin, Minnesota, Oklahoma City, San Antonio, Phoenix, Colorado. And again, this is a big one because if Phoenix wins, they are in. They're in. Orlando, Kansas City. Kansas City's got to win because they're tied with San Francisco. If San Francisco wins, Kansas City loses, San Fran's in, and then vice versa. If they both win, I don't know what the tiebreaker is. So we got 5 games on tap. It will be in an upload form on Wednesday, and then we'll have the playoffs set, and we'll get into the postseason stream for the wild card on Friday night. So, okay, cool stuff. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. And you might not have to play the Phoenix game if the other 2 teams lose. Yeah, right. So maybe we have to show them first in the highlight reel. These 2 games right here. Show these guys first and then get to the Phoenix Colorado game if necessary. But okay, I'll see you guys in the next one. Leave a like on the stream if you have not done so already. I'd really appreciate it, and I will catch you guys back here on the channel on Wednesday night. So see you in the Discord and see you in the comment section. See you wherever. But I will see you back here on Wednesday. As always, thanks for watching, and peace.